I will never forget my first time visiting a Muslim country, beautiful Malaysia.
And my stereotypes I had about Malaysia, because of the religion, I was thinking like, okay, the woman, like maybe pushed down a bit. Yeah, that men are like more.
When you come here, you're surprised that it's not like that, is it?
Yeah.
I came from a perspective of seeing things in news and, okay, well, women are subjugated and those types of things. And then you realize that that's the opposite, right?
So I've been to quite a few countries around Asia and Europe, and I'd never experienced anything like this. Just feeling at home within the first 5 minutes of being in a brand new country. And subhanallah, seeing masjids and surahs on every corner, the aromas of delicious foods, and knowing that it's all halal, I can eat it all, subhanallah. And hearing that azan echo through the streets, oh my goodness, what an experience, alhamdulillah.
So I also went to a mosque here, and I had a friend like explain me about Islam. That's super interesting because it's so different from the Netherlands.
But when I'm in Malaysia, like, time drags in a beautiful way.
Halo teman-teman semuanya, balik lagi bareng aku, Ria Oktorina. Kali ini aku pengen bahas sesuatu yang sering banget jadi salah paham di mata dunia. Masih banyak orang luar sana yang nganggap kalau Islam itu agama yang keras, terutama terhadap perempuan. Padahal begitu mereka datang sendiri ke Malaysia, semua anggapan itu langsung berubah total.
My stereotypes I had about Malaysia, because of the religion, I was thinking like, okay, the woman, like maybe pushed down a bit.
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Janneke.
So Janneke, where are you from?
I'm from Holland.
How many days have you been here in Malaysia?
I've been for 5 days now in Malaysia, and I'm gonna stay a total of 2 weeks.
How Malaysia so far?
I found the cultures and the architecture the most interesting because it's so different from what I'm used to.
So which part of Holland you are from?
I'm from the middle of the country, Arnhem.
Can you compare how was your place and how was Malaysia to you?
Well, here you see a lot of Muslim people, and you don't see it a lot in the Netherlands. A lot of women here are wearing the hijab, and I'm used to that, but not so much. So I also went to a mosque here, and I had a friend like explain me about Islam. That's super interesting because it's so different from the Netherlands.
Do you have mosques in Netherlands?
Yeah, we do have a few, but it's not as big and not so many.
Yeah, I saw you very tall from me. Like I'm like 150 cm and you're like 180. So is it normal Holland people are like your height, or you consider really tall in Holland?
Considered tall in Netherlands also, yes, but it's okay height in the Netherlands. Like guys are also taller than me.
How average is a woman height?
Maybe 170, I'm 183.
So my next question, have you tried any Malaysian food?
Yes, I've tried many because I met a friend here and he let me try all the food, like also chendol and many more things, but I don't know what they're called. Yeah, but I liked it all. But I'm not a big fan of super spicy food.
Comparing to Netherlands foods, what the difference? What is Netherlands foods? How was it?
Dutch food is a lot of culture, so you have French food, Italian food, and you also have like Asian food, but it's very different than what you have. And we only use maybe salt and pepper, and we use a few spices, but not as many as here. So there's more taste to the food.
My next question, do you consider yourself as a backpacker or a leisure traveler?
Yeah, I'm a backpacker, but I have to say I'm staying at a hotel right now because it's so cheap here.
How was the hotel here? Is it meet your expectation?
My room is okay, it's perfect, but the hotel has a swimming pool and it's beautiful.
So you can say Malaysian hotel is good.
Yeah, definitely.
What is your stereotype? Do you think Malaysia is a third world country?
Yeah, so I went to Singapore before, and Singapore is way cleaner, and you see a building, you can see it's more expensive and keep the building intact. And here, if you see a lot of garbage and also the water, it's not clean and stuff. And my stereotypes I had about Malaysia, because of the religion, I was thinking like, okay, the woman, like maybe pushed down a bit. Yeah, that men are like more.
When you come here, you're surprised that it's not like that, is it?
Yeah, well, it's still different. I think Women are maybe a bit more free in the Netherlands, but I did speak to a woman in a mosque and she was telling me all about her life and she told me that she loves it. So I think if you're happy with it, then that's okay.
What inspired you to travel?
Mostly freedom. Freedom is for me like a big thing, and I think traveling is the closest you can get to freedom. And also I love to discover many countries and cultures and food and also the architecture. So I'm gonna study architecture, and the architecture here was way different than in the Netherlands. For example, that building behind I find super interesting because it's like Islam influences it has.
Thank you so much. Actually, we have one little souvenir for you. And enjoy your days in Malaysia.
I will never forget my first time visiting a Muslim country, beautiful Malaysia. So I reverted to Islam in Australia, and for about a year and a half after I reverted, I'd never been to a Muslim country. So my first experience in Malaysia, I hop in the Grab and say Assalamualaikum. The brother goes Waalaikumsalam. Dan sebab saya boleh cakap sikit bahasa Melayu, kita cakap dan say, yeah, Alhamdulillah brother, I'm Muslim. And from that first experience, I just feel so welcomed, and you know, I'm giving everyone salam. I'm in the coffee shop, Assalamu alaikum, because to me that's like a privilege, because here, you know, I'm not going down to my local pasaraya and saying Assalamu alaikum. They'll be like, what are you doing? So I've been to quite a few countries around Asia and Europe, and I'd never experienced anything like this, just feeling at home within the first 5 minutes of being in a brand new country. And subhanallah, seeing masjids and surahs on every corner, the aromas of delicious food, and knowing that it's all halal, I can eat it all, subhanallah. And hearing that azan echo through the streets, oh my goodness, what an experience, alhamdulillah. So my first Jummah in Malaysia, this was incredible. So this was the biggest, most beautiful masjid I've seen in my whole life. And I would say there was like 2,000 plus brothers there. And I stood out like a sore thumb, so a lot of brothers were coming up saying hi, give salam. And yeah, just what an experience to be among the rows of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of brothers all there to serve Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I'm yet to visit any other Muslim countries. I just keep going back to Malaysia. And inshallah, one day I'll call that home.
Saya ada soalan untuk orang Melayu. Jadi, kenapa bila saya di Malaysia, bila saya lawat ke Malaysia, time feels and moves slowly. And I heard a brother talking about this, how in Muslim lands, this happens. Like there's just barakah and time does move slowly. You can achieve a lot more and the days just feel longer and feel like there's more barakah in them. Jadi saya nak minta soalan ini ke orang Melayu. Bila orang Melayu lawat ke negara lain macam Australia, UK, America, do you feel like there's less barakah? Do you feel like you wake up and then the day's over straight away? Yeah, I really want to know this because that's how I feel. Like in the West, time just moves fast. Like everyone's in a rush. Everyone is just work. But when I'm in Malaysia, like time drags in a beautiful way. You can achieve so much in a day and the days feel longer and just different. So let me know when orang Melayu Pelancong atau kerja di negara lain, like rasa macam ni, rasa fast, just cepat, like work and less barakah. Yeah, let me know.
Yeah, I think most people think that Putrajaya is a place that only government people live in. I disagree. I think Putrajaya is the best place for Muslim people to live in. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Why do I say that? Because it's super clean, super safe, and you can hear the azan. I've stayed in KL so many times, but I didn't hear the azan. Plus, there is no traffic in this city. Literally none. You can get anywhere to the mall and back again in 5-10 minutes. No problem. It's close to the airport. It's close to KL. It's amazing to hear the azan 5 times a day, and in between you get to hear some beautiful recitation. MashaAllah. Like I'm saying, this is the most beautiful place to live in Malaysia. If you had the choice, wouldn't you live here, or would you prefer to live somewhere else? And if you are Muslim, and you would want to live somewhere else, where would it be? And why wouldn't it be Putrajaya? Let me know in the comments. I'm genuinely interested to hear. I think one of the reasons why there is not many people walking in this park is, well, probably not many people live here. All of these apartments, you see it there on the side, are empty. It's a pity. It's understandable. These are very expensive real estate, but I think this park is open for everybody. So I wish in the future more people live here, and this is a place for a thriving community rather than only for rich people.
The best part about living in a Muslim majority country is being able to pray anywhere at any time.
There's a prayer room in almost every building that you enter. This is the prayer room in the mall. So beautiful. There's even one in IKEA. And not only are the prayer rooms amazing, but we also love going to the mall as a family. And I'm so happy that I get to cultivate this love to go to the malls with my kids, because there's one in almost every corner here in Malaysia. And alhamdulillah, I'm so happy to be here.
Yon,
Yes.
kenapa suka Malaysia?
Sebab keagamahan Islam kuat. Yeah.
Isa,
Ya.
kenapa suka Malaysia?
Sebab gadis Melayu cantik-cantik.
Karin,
Ya.
kenapa suka Malaysia?
Sebab saya suka orang yang tengok video ni.
Here's why I love Malaysia. Muslim prayer rooms are available literally everywhere.
Malaysia, one thing that you guys do right that America does completely wrong is having a place to pray. Like everywhere you go, gas stations, the mall. I'm at the mall right now. Considering how large the Muslim population is in America, like second or third biggest religion, there's never anywhere to pray. This one is really nice. There's a place for wudu. But yeah, whether it's meditation, prayer, I feel like every space could use something like this. And a lot of people don't know this, but Muslims be putting themselves in danger sometimes when they have to pray in public. So America, take notes, because they even have this at the gas station, okay? That way you can pray and then it's back to shopping.
I came from a perspective of seeing things in news and, okay, well, women are subjugated and those types of things. And then you realize that that's the opposite, right?
This is Adrian, and Adrian is from the UK but has been living in Malaysia and recently reverted to Islam. What was like the most surprising things that you had no idea about in Islam?
Around how much emphasis there is on empowering women and women's rights, because
Yes.
I came from a perspective of seeing things in news and, okay, well, women are subjugated and those types of things. And then you realize that that's the opposite, right? And then when you get married, the one thing I learned on my weekend, learned to be a Muslim weekend, was, and marriage, was that 100%, if the wife works, 100% of the wife's salary goes to the wife, and 80% of your salary goes to the wife. And I'm like, whoa, say that again, just go back one slide. I'm like, if anything, it's going to be the other way around, right? No, I'm like, so you have this, you support the wife and your wife, your partner, and you provide, and you know, there are funny things like you must provide 3 pieces of clothing a year. Well, I was happy with that, right? Because 3 is a massive decrease.
Sure your wife is gonna 100x it.
Oh, well, yeah, I was like, okay, well, we can go from 103 to 3, but that didn't work, right? I found that the huge emphasis is on the female, and it was, I didn't think that was the case.
Banyak banget cerita dari orang luar negeri yang awalnya ragu, bahkan takut sama ajaran Islam. Tapi ketika mereka sampai di Malaysia dan melihat sendiri bagaimana kehidupan masyarakatnya, mereka justru terharu. Di Malaysia, nilai-nilai Islam itu bukan cuma sebatas simbol, tapi benar-benar hidup dalam keseharian rakyatnya. Mulai dari cara berpakaian yang sopan, lingkungan yang damai, sampai sikap saling menghormati antara sesama. Semuanya terasa hangat dan menenangkan. Yang menarik, perempuan di Malaysia juga punya tempat yang sangat terhormat. Mereka bebas berpendidikan tinggi, bekerja di posisi penting, bahkan jadi pemimpin. Tapi tetap bisa menjaga nilai-nilai agama dan budaya Islam. Hal inilah yang bikin banyak wisatawan terkejut, karena ternyata Islam itu bukan tentang kekangan, tapi tentang kehormatan dan keseimbangan hidup. Bukan sedikit loh orang luar negeri yang akhirnya datang bukan cuma untuk melancong, tapi juga untuk belajar tentang Islam langsung di Malaysia. Bahkan ada yang memutuskan menjadi mualaf setelah merasakan sendiri ketenangan dan keindahan hidup dalam suasana Islam di sana. Masjid-masjid yang indah, kegiatan keagamaan yang terbuka untuk umum, dan masyarakat yang ramah, semuanya jadi bukti nyata bahwa Islam bisa hadir dengan wajah penuh kasih sayang dan damai. Banyak dari mereka bilang, kalau Islam seperti ini, kenapa aku baru tahu sekarang? Itu karena apa yang sering ditampilkan di media luar sana kadang salah kaprah, terlalu fokus pada konflik bukan pada kedamaian yang diajarkan Islam sebenarnya. Malaysia berhasil menunjukkan kepada dunia bahwa Islam bukan agama yang menakutkan, tapi agama yang memuliakan manusia, laki-laki dan perempuan, kaya dan miskin, semuanya setara di hadapan Tuhan. Jadi buat teman-teman yang mungkin masih sering dengar orang di luar sana salah paham tentang Islam, cerita dari Malaysia ini bisa jadi contoh nyata bahwa Islam itu indah, lembut, dan penuh kasih sayang. Negeri jiran ini bukan cuma dikenal karena kemajuan dan pariwisatanya, tapi juga karena caranya menjaga identitas Islam yang kuat tanpa menghilangkan rasa toleransi dan keterbukaan terhadap dunia. Aku, Oktorina, percaya bahwa kalau makin banyak negara bisa menampilkan wajah Islam seperti Malaysia, dunia bakal lebih paham bahwa Islam sejatinya adalah rahmat untuk seluruh alam.
Baby, you give me